Paris is the kind of city butterfly catchers have trouble netting, tacking down, and studying. Like all great cities, and yet unlike any other, Paris is alive and fluttering. It changes with the light, buffeted by Seine basin breezes. This place called Paris is at once the city of literature and film, an imagined land, a distant view through shifting, misty lenses, and the leftover tang of Jean-Paul Sartre cigarettes clinging to the mirrored walls of a Saint-Germain-des-Prés café. It's also the city where I and more than 2 million others pay taxes, re-heel shoes, and shop for cabbages or cleaning fluids. The tourist brochures and winking websites, the breathless conspiracy thrillers, cinematic fables, and confessional chronicles set in Paris, each offer a view of the city's districts that someone will recognize. Nearly all such views neglect the burgeoning, unexpurgated Paris of last century's housing projects, built within and beyond the Beltway. For 20 years, my office was in the unfashionable 20th arrondissement. Its windows offered a kaleidoscopic vision of that Paris, a city of Asians, Africans, and Eastern Europeans. I gazed upon their city, walked through it, worked in their midst, but could not know them or it with anything approaching intimacy. The same applies to the gilded 7th arrondissement, a world of old money, old families, old furniture, old objets d'art, and very old, very heavy leather-bound cultural baggage. The Paris of this book is not a product of the 7th or 20th arrondissements. In its irreverent, erratic way, it flutters from one place, person, or phenomenon to the next, touching on aspects of history, alighting on the contemporary, choosing flowers both perfumed and evil-smelling. The book's emphatic title refers to the Paris of the English speaker and, in italics, the Paris of Parisians. They are cities apart. For a Frenchman, Paris, Paris, sets words at play. Paris is the plural of Paris, meaning bet, challenge, risk, wager. Elevate the P to uppercase, and you get a city that's a roll of the dice, a life wager, a challenge as formidable to meet as Manhattan is to a Mongolian or Miamian. Beyond its linguistic ambiguity, the name Paris has a peculiar, pleasing resonance. I often hear it in my head, even when I don't actually hear it with my ears. For instance, when I ride in the plexiglass nose cone of the Meteor high-speed subway, line number 14. I enjoy the subway's swooshing headlong rush down dark tunnels and the verbal massage the PA system provides. If you take the Meteor from, say, Place de la Madeleine to the Gare de Lyon train station, at each stop you'll hear an unmistakable female voice sing out the stops not once but twice, with a variation in tone and emphasis. Pyramide, says the voice of Paris, smooth with self-assurance, before the train pulls into the station. Pyramide, the voice repeats as the doors slide open, impatient now, a disembodied Catherine Deneuve, riding crop in hand. The change is subtle, not so much marking an accent as a shift in those ambiguous italics. Up and down the futuristic subway's line, the names sing out modulated and slightly reformulated. For months, perhaps years, this peculiar duotone subway refrain played in my head, without my knowing it, an earworm, whispering not station stops, but the words. Paris, Paris. Words that to me came to signify the great wager, the subway stop of my life, where I got off the train I'd been riding aimlessly and made my stand. Perhaps because I came to Paris expecting no favors, with few illusions, and with a generous dose of curiosity, I have yet to feel the betrayal some visitors and transitory residents distill into vague resentment. Paris has no monopoly on grumpy waiters, horizontal pollution, or enraged drivers, nor, in my experience, do the elusive, mythical Parisians focus their supposed disdain on any one nationality. I've been privileged to hunt for Paris in many places, with many people, including the occasional Parisian, for more than a quarter of a century. These essays are part of my catch. My vision of the city still blurs from Paris to Paris in my daily pursuit of fluttering wings. Happily, I don't want to pin them down, and anyway, Paris always manages to fly away.